Good afternoon, my name is Natalie Collins, and this is my final strategy presentation over pre-reading strategies for social studies. I chose, for my pre-reading strategy, story sequence, and the steps of this strategy are to select a text to get your information from. This could be a textbook, a biography, a website. The next step is to look at the list of dates given. Here it gave you dates, as you can see, about Columbus and his adventure to the New World. The third step is to plot them on a timeline. And the fourth step is to identify the middle, beginning, and end of the story for the story sequence part. And up here at the top, I've included my APA citation. The strengths of the strategy are that it helps strengthen comprehension for narrative text and give structure to students. With many different abilities when it comes to organizing information and ideas, the story sequence can be beneficial in problem solving for the science and math content areas, and it's very versatile. Again, here's the example that the website gave from readingrockets.org over story sequences. Now, for my example, I chose to do a timeline from the TEKS of 113.15, Social Studies Grade 4, over the knowledge and skills of history. The student understands the importance of the Texas Revolution, the Republic of Texas, and the annexation of Texas to the United States. The student is expected to explain the events that led to the annexation of Texas to the United States, including the impact of the U.S.-Mexican War. This excerpt from readingrockets.org explains how timelines are relevant to utilizing story sequences in the social studies classroom. Timelines are a great way to teach sequences in social studies. Kids may enjoy making a timeline of their own life and include important milestones such as when they learn to walk, talk, ride a bike, or go to school. Once students understand the process of charting important milestones on a timeline, topics from social studies curricula can be used. For my example, I found a timeline creator from www.readwritethink.org, and then I found a website over the U.S.-Mexican War at www.history.com. And then I also included the citation for the actual website that I used. Here are the dates for the U.S.-Mexican War that can be found. Now, when you open up the website from this link, this is what you'll see. And it'll say, what's a timeline? A timeline is a graphical representation of related items or events in sequential order and displayed along a line. Here it will have a little pop-up thing that will show you just different examples of how to use the timeline. You'll type in your name and your project title, and you'll click Start. And you'll start with a blank timeline that when you click here, you can type in a label, such as this: Texas gains independence in 1836. And then also, if you go back here to the Mexican-American War, you can take this over and copy it into the description to keep for yourself when you print it out. And it'll look like this, and you can just kind of put it on your timeline. I've already completed mine, so I will show you the finished product right now. This is what it looks like when it's done. It'll start in the beginning with the Texas gains independence. The middle will be when the war starts and the two battles that occur during siege that occurred during the war. The treaty will be the end, and of course the war ending is also a part of the end. And when you're done, you just click Finish. There will be an option to save the draft on your computer or email it to yourself or print it. And as I said, when you enter in the little extra description, if you click on page 2, there will be a list of bullets. And underneath, if I had to put in an extra description, it would pop up underneath the bullet point for the student to use in their journal when they print it out or save it to their email. That way they can use it for review and understand the concept behind the U.S.-Mexican War. Now, I think this is a great strategy to use in social studies because a lot of social studies depends on dates and timelines that occur during different things across history. When you think of like the U.S.-Mexican War, you think of, what happens in between the time the war began and the time the war ended. And so that's the purpose of the timeline, is teaching students how to remember all those events, but compiling it into a short little line with little bullet things that show you, hey, this is the event that happened during the deal. So that's why I think that story sequence and timelines are a great utilization to social studies. Thank you.